World, it's 8:15 in the morning. It's the 21st of October 2014. The Mercury retrograde has got another 4.5 days to go. As I speak, the Mercury in the sky is conjunct the North Node and opposing Uranus. Venus is about to pass over the Sun on its way into Scorpio. And it's a void moon. The moon is currently at 28 degrees of Virgo. It's going to pass into Libra at 13 minutes past 12 midday today UK time. So the next 4 hours, if you're in Europe or the UK, it's time to do the filing. But today's going to be one of those stranger than usual days. A lot of people just in this last 48 hours have said, look, is this a good time to make a protest, to write a letter, to complain, to do something that's going to change the situation for the better? And last night I was talking to a client who's saying, well, is this a good time for me to sit down with our children and discuss the long-term future? And in every case I'm going, no. It's at the end of a Mercury retrograde. We're just before an eclipse of the Sun. Nothing new that begins today is going to work out, or tomorrow for that matter. We are heading into an eclipse. And yes, it's only a partial eclipse, but the closer we get to it, the more significant I seem to be finding it. Now, perhaps this is just my own imagination, but it's certainly in the charts of clients. It does seem as if this is as big as the eclipse of a couple of weeks ago, if not slightly bigger, particularly to certain establishment figures, which I've covered before and I'm not going to rehash again. Right, so later today, in about 2.5 to 3 hours time, at 10:45 today, I'm going live on internet radio. I'm going to have a look at the comments made by a topical British newspaper that I refused to name, but I nicknamed the Daily Hate, who's come up with this wonderful idea about how children born in spring and summer are much more happy and cheerful than children born in autumn and winter. And they've asked me as an astrologer to comment on this, and I've chosen to comment on that particular well-informed newspaper that disguises itself as a trumpet for hate and poison. So I'm going to have a right go at them, and that's at 10:25 today on what's it called? Fubar Radio, F-U-B-A-R radio, internet radio without censorship. Could be fun. And because we've got a moon coming up, an eclipsed Sun coming up, I thought I'd show you a little bit more spatial geometry, but this one is the oldest of the lot. This is a little bit of alchemy, what I'm about to show you, and it was worked out exactly how to do it by an alchemist stroke geomancer whom I knew well, but unfortunately is no longer with us, a chap called John Michel, who incidentally wrote The New View Over Atlantis, which is the 21st century's geomancer's Bible. So, look at this. The Earth and the Moon. If you take a line, say the base of one of those triangles at the top, and spread it over with a compass so it's twice as long, and then halve it, you've got 3. And when you've got a 3, you can make a 3, 4, 5 triangle. When you put a 3, 4, 5 triangle with a square next to it and another 3, 4 triangle at the other end, you can see that pattern that's surrounding the moon on top of the Earth. If you then create a square around it and put the Earth in it, you've got the size of the Earth and the size of the moon. And if you take a line through the center of the moon, drawn from the center of the Earth, a circle, then you've got the squaring of the circle. This is how to square the circle, and this is accurate to 99.99%, i.e. it's accurate to about 10,000 miles over a period of a year. And it's just, it works. This is how to square the circle. And squaring the circle, of course, is one of the ancient alchemist dreams, along with replicating on heaven on earth, which is why so many cities are laid out to constellations, and why so many old churches are aligned on sunrise lines on particular days. There's a hell of a lot around sacred geometry, both in terms of ancient architecture and landscape geometry, that is now coming to light, and I'm going to be focusing a lot more on this over the coming few weeks. So astrology and geometry. Okay, today Today the moon's in Virgo, it's a void moon till midday. Chill out till midday. After that, you can get on with things. Moon's in Libra, it's time to prepare for the eclipse. Catch you later. Bye.